Like, how do you train for an arm wrestle competition? Aside from like training with someone else, like a partner, like you yourself individually, how would you train for a competition?
There's a lot of different answers to that. There's a lot of different like approaches, multiple
Mhm.
ways to skin a cat in that sense. And so some people just arm wrestle. They arm wrestle like 3 times a week with their team and just
Mhm.
nonstop beating up their arms just by doing it. Because it is a physical activity, kind of like lifting a weight. Like it's heavy resistance, and so you're gaining
Right.
muscles and stuff like that. Then there's guys that arm wrestle against machines and rubber bands and things like that, trying to
Mm.
mimic arm wrestling. And then the third
Kind of
most
like building that muscle in
yeah,
a sense.
yeah. But a
Okay.
machine or rubber band will never actually be another person.
There's no substitute for a hand.
Right.
Like
Right.
you
Right.
can only go
Right.
so far.
Yeah.
And then well, especially once you get to a certain point where it sounds bad, when you're too strong for the guys you arm wrestle with to really beat you up and tear you down,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to learn how to do it all in the gym. So for me, it's lifting kind of like a bodybuilder in a sense that
Okay.
I learned a lot about the arm. Spent a lot of time watching anatomy videos on how all the muscles work and where they attach and what their jobs are.
Mhm.
And then I learned how to isolate those exact muscle, like a bodybuilder would isolate
Right.
their bicep, just that. So I learned how to do that for every muscle for arm wrestling. And then I just train them kind of like for strength instead of for size.
Mm-hmm.
And then, apply it on the table at practice on